Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby Cheese. Today, we're playing the early alpha build of Cube World, and I wanted to answer just a few simple questions. What is this game? What are my thoughts on it? And should you be playing it? So, let's get started because it's time to check out this game. Whee! Yeah, that's right. So, I just jumped off a cliff with a hang glider, and that was awesome. Alright, so what is this game like? What exactly is it? What can you do? The first thing that you're probably going to think in your head, well, at least from what I've heard on other people saying, is that, what is this? Like another Minecraft game? No, it's not. But since people are going to associate with Minecraft anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the similarities. So, it's a voxel-based game, graphic-wise, so everything's all cube and everything like that. Also, everything is actually randomly generated, and it's a big, never-ending open world, which is also very similar to Minecraft. That's pretty much where the similarities stop, however, because this game is all about RPG. It's very fast-paced. There's a really nice, active, skill-based combat system in the game, and that's pretty much what you do. You run around the world, you explore, since everything is randomly generated, and you level up your character and try and max him out, essentially. Couple of things, though, that are different than most RPGs, so we'll get around to that. But I want to go ahead and show you guys real quick the game from the beginning, let you see the different classes and stuff like that. So let's jump over to the startup screen here. Okay, so when you start the game, it allows you to create a class. You'll notice I've actually created one of each. So let's go ahead and select my level 33 Undead Ranger that I've been playing a lot of here. Each one of the classes actually has two specializations that you can choose from. Before you actually go into that, let's go ahead and check out the new character customization just so you can see that. There is a lot that you can do here. They have various different races. None of them, or at least right now, have any specific bonuses or traits to them. But, you can kind of create something that you like. You can go for an orc, goblin, lizard, undead, all kinds of crazy cool stuff, male, female. You can change around. Obviously, like I said, 4 classes that you can choose from. We've got various faces for each little creature or whatever race that you are, and some different haircuts, which in some cases will change things like, in this case, the eyes, stuff like that. Alright, so let me jump back out of that one there. And once you create your character, you can actually set up a seed for a randomly generated world, very similar to Minecraft, of course. And as far as which biome you're going to start off in, that's also going to be random, I'm pretty sure. But you can actually have any of your characters join any of the worlds. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into my first world that I created here, which is the most explored. And that's kind of where I've got everything set up for now. So it'll just kind of load yourself in here. And right now, the biome that I'm in, I believe is some kind of jungly. Yeah, I'm kind of in a jungle biome. And from where I've been in kind of like your standard, I guess, like grasslands biome. I found some oceans. I've found, different caves and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And you'll notice that the actual biomes are separated here if you zoom really far out on the map. And they'll be separated when you get close by little dotted lines, so you can tell when you're about to enter another type of actual biome. Alright, so let's jump down in here, go zooming in, and you kind of see what the game is all about. Each class has 2 specialties. Let's show you the little class menu here. And I've got Sniper and Scout. Right now, I've got myself set as a Scout. And generally, when you change your class, it's just going to change one of your abilities, because all classes have 3 unique abilities that you can use at a time. In this particular case, as a Ranger, as a Scout Ranger, I have Kick, which allows me to knock back enemies. It'll stun them as well. I also have a Retreat, which is kind of a kiting tool. Boom, you jump back just like that, and I can start shooting guys down. And then my specialty as a Scout is the Swiftness, I believe. No, it's called Scout's Swiftness, which I can cast that, and bam, I'm running really fast. Look at that. Even whenever I'm riding my horse, that's pretty cool too. So what that allows me to do is when I'm doing my left click here, it attacks extremely fast, in addition to just running fast as well. And so that's really cool. Another thing about being a Scout is sometimes I will get my special meter charged up instantly rather than having to charge it. So for example, I can charge, you can hear that sound right there. That's me charging my right click, boop, and if I let it go, it will let off a pretty big attack that will stun stuff. So let's go ahead and show you this. Right now the game is set up for all classes to work in a way that you hold the left click and it'll shoot just like that. And once you hit an enemy enough times, the little MP bar, which is down there next to the health, will charge up. And then once I get that to, like around 100 or so, it doesn't really matter. I can get it just up a little bit. Once I get it up to where I want it, I can hold down the right click, and it'll charge up the MP, and it'll unleash like a devastating attack. So let's go ahead and show you how that works. Let's attack this parrot here. All right, so I've attacked him a few times, and you'll see actually I instantly charged it because I got that purple. And so I left click, and normally it would stun him if I have it charged enough, which I didn't. So let's go ahead and try and attack a few times, and it happens a lot. Since I'm a scout, I'll actually instantly charge up my attack quite often, in fact. So I might not be able to show you the charging without actually letting it go. So I'm going to kill a lot of these guys. Anyways, if I shoot it, boop, it'll shoot out that little target. You'll see that everything is pretty much skill-based. So I may have like this attack that took me a while to get charged up, but if I miss it, then too bad. Anyhow, this is an alpha. There's a lot of stuff to be added to the game, but I've actually been playing it for quite a bit so far, so I am having fun, and I look forward to a lot of the things they're going to add to it. Now, what is it that you can actually do in this game? Like, what am I supposed to do? Is there really an objective? The answer to that is no, there's not really any objective at all to the game. You just kind of run around and you want to try and like soft max your character. And I say soft max because you can actually level up endlessly. You can get, level 5,000 or something, 9,000. You can go over 9,000 if you wanted to. However, the game kind of soft caps you at level 100 as far as power is concerned. Let's take a look at power. So if I look at my inventory, you can notice all the stuff that I've got equipped here. And if I mouse over this particular crossbow, it says power of 61 is required to use it. You'll notice over on the left side, which if I show you there, is I've got 62 power available to me. So I can equip items up to 62 power. So there you go. Once you get to 100 power, which I guess that won't even be level 100, then you pretty much, that's your max like damage cap level. But you can keep on leveling up, and what does leveling up give you? Okay, every time I level up, I can put points into some of this stuff here. Every class has the 3 unique abilities that can start leveling up, so you'll see that I've got stuff in here. Next level will give me a little bit more percentage of that particular ability, so a little bit faster, a little bit less cooldown. And then the other 3, these are always the same between all of the classes. And these are all movement, travel type abilities. So I've got, well, except for this one, I guess. Pet Mastery makes my pet have a little bit more health. But you've got Riding, which allows you to ride faster on pets that are rideable. You've got Climbing, allows you to climb longer without running out of stamina. You can Hang Glide faster, which you saw me doing earlier in the video. It's actually really fun and awesome. And then you got Swimming, you can swim faster, and I haven't actually got sailing or swimming yet, but once you go into the ocean biomes, you'll want sailing, and it'll allow you to ride your boats faster. So a lot of this is about exploring the big open world. You can tell he's put a lot of emphasis, since you do have to invest lots of points in order to just get those to allow you to travel faster. That's a big part of leveling up. But also finding items from enemies is a big part as well. Any kind of RPG game, you want to have big loot and stuff like that. So what do you do in order to get loot? Well, one thing you can do is you can craft items. So you'll see this little bush here. Boom, I shoot that bush and I get some logs and plant fibers. And those are going to allow me to go back to town and craft items specific to me. Now there's other plants in the game, like there's like cobweb looking things that give you silk. There are cotton plants that give you cotton, and those are going to be for other classes. So each class has its own little resource that is specific to it, and that will allow you to actually, craft specific items. You can find crafting material recipes from enemies. So I can potentially kill this koala here, and obviously he didn't this time, but maybe he drops a crafting item A lot of those are going to be more often found when you go into dungeons and you fight harder enemies, yes. But sometimes they can randomly drop. Why the heck am I not riding my horse? That's right. There is a thing with pets that if you ride them too much, they kind of run out of their own little stamina bar, and you have to have them stand in water. So let's see if I can find some water. Yeah, I don't know where water's at. I'll tell you what, I'm going to start walking towards this gazel tree over here, and that's where my next battle is going to be. And that's pretty much the only quest in the game, is actually fighting bosses that are around these little cross sword icons. He does have plans for adding a lot more quests in the future, but for now, that's pretty much all there is in terms of quests, which mostly just gives you a decent amount of loot, some platinum coins, which I'll talk about later, and you also get lots of XP as well. One thing that is in the game which I really like about playing a ranger is there's this little bug. Normally, whenever you are on a hang glider, you can just kind of go wee, float down, blah, 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 and you go, kind of fast, I guess. But with the ranger, since I have this little retreat ability that knocks me back, I can actually take advantage of that. And let's see, if I use it right here, boo! I just fly way up into the air, and I can essentially fly in this game. You could not do this by just like jumping off of that cliff. And I'm actually, you see, going up in the air because of that. And that has allowed me to really travel extremely fast to different areas. But I don't know, I'm pretty sure he's going to patch that. I kind of wish he wouldn't, because it's really awesome, by the way. But anyways, the quests in this game can be pretty difficult. Sometimes you go to that little cross sword icon, and it's a dungeon with a lot of really tough enemies, some enemies that are actually clumped together. That allows you to think, well, these are kind of more for group play, and there is definitely a big emphasis on group play in this game as far as that's concerned. But you can do it solo if you are strong enough. And they kind of indicate, they don't have levels on enemies, but they'll indicate the difficulty of them based on the color. So you'll see white over here. If I'm in the Onlon Mountains, all of those enemies are going to be pretty easy for me. Blue, that means they're getting easier, and they're pretty much close to getting to the white difficulty level. And then you've got orange, which is pretty darn hard, and then red, which is you better run the hell away, or you're going to be poked in the butt real hard. And no one likes to get poked in the butt real hard. Well, mostly I don't. Anyways, moving on. We are close to this tree here. In fact, it should be right around this corner. Let's go ahead and cheat a little bit more, I guess. Go ahead and glitch out the game. Oh, there it is. There is the tree, and that looks pretty cool, actually. So I'm ready to jump over to that tree. Let's jump over that. Oh, okay. You can actually die from falling. You have to be a little bit careful. This little angel here is a respawn point. If I die, there's no penalty, at least not yet. There it is. There's the quest. Defeat the ruler at the gazel tree. So what I've noticed is these bosses can be pretty tough. But since I am a ranger, I am pretty good at kiting them. Also, I have another kind of glitchy thing that I do. Oh, should turn on my lamp here. Yeah, at nighttime you have to kind of turn on these lamps. Another glitchy thing I can do is, since I have a crossbow, you'll notice that I can just like right click as fast as possible, and I'll do a lot of damage. Now, this doesn't work with any of the other weapon types in the game or any other classes. Actually, only works with me as a ranger. Usually you can't do damage with your right click unless you have some MP, but for some reason it's kind of glitched out, and I'm able to just destroy really hard enemies with that right click and kill them really fast. Where is this boss? He's probably up there. He is. He's hiding up on that damn tree. Let's coax him down. So we're just gonna right click a bunch, and here we go. You'll notice that his health is hardly even moving at all. Let's go ahead and turn on that fast speed, and I'll do it the normal way. Now you can actually get an idea of how that works. So I'm gonna build it up to 100. And normally that stuns him. Oh god, wow, okay, he almost killed me. I should probably pay attention here. So usually you have to charge up just like that. Oh god. No, don't do that. Wrong button, wrong button. No, quit. I'm gonna die. Oh, why is there two of them? What the heck is going on? Okay. So, I'm probably about to die here. Let's see if I can get to my potion. Oh, got it. Okay, so I switched over my potion. Potions you can actually use while running around, and you should be fine. Why are there two of them? I'm still confused about that. So I don't think I'm gonna kill. Oh, I think one of them is weaker or something. That's weird. That's. Oh, there we go. Got the kickoff, which stuns them. This guy is about to die. Okay, so that little one was dead. We're just gonna kite this guy around. Where's my pet at? Oh, there he is. Had to call him with T. Okay. Now, whenever you stun an enemy, there is a ow. There is a slight amount of time that they cannot be stunned again, indicated by that little thing above their head. You'll notice. Oh my God, he's got a lot of health. So this is probably going to take a while, and for the sake of not, just sitting here doing this too long, I don't know. I'm probably not going to pay attention too much to killing him, but you'll kind of see what I have to do and why this is pretty good for grouping. You can have a group where a mage is healing you and stuff like that, and overall, it's okay if you're a ranger. It's really easy to solo because of the fact that you can kind of jump around and do some crazy stuff. You can kick guys to stun them. Wow, he's juking the hell out of me. Anyways, so I died, and I'll be able to revive close by, and I can keep trying that over and over if I want to. Normally, you can dodge with this little, if you use middle mouse, I can dodge, and that uses a little bit of stamina, so you can't keep doing all the time, but I think the idea is to try and dodge some of the enemy's big attacks like that, and then, beat them that way using lots of potions and stuff like that. Okay, so I've showed you the combat and the one quest style that he has in the game so far. So now I want to go ahead and show you guys the town. Oh God, ouch, damn it. Well, now I'm dead. Yes, where did the town go? Let's see. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, that's fine. We'll get there. But yes, the town, you'll see on the minimap, looks like a town pretty much. And there are quite a few random buildings here that don't really have anything in them, but once we get kind of in this area here, you'll notice there are a few things that you can do. So there's a little church-looking thing there, which allows you to upgrade old items to become as powerful as your current power level, but you can only do that once at a time, and it requires that you kill a lot of bosses in order to get these platinum coins, which I actually have quite a bit of now. Also, you're going to want to clear out your inventory, since as you start exploring, you will eventually get up quite a bit of stuff, and you want to sell it, even though there's not really much you can do with gold, at least yet in the game, until he adds more interesting things that you can buy. Now, right now I'm in the inn, and what you can do in the inn is if you look at the time at the top, it says 10:32. Boom, I can talk to her. It's now 7 a.m. And what happened is all of the quests in the area have been refreshed. So if I had done like these 4 quests and it hasn't been another day, every single day in the game gives you new quests to do. So by talking to the innkeeper, that gives me all new quests. Basically starts the day over, starting at 7 a.m. Also, if you're close by a town and it's getting really dark, sometimes it really sucks to explore at night. So talking to an innkeeper is a good thing to do. Let's get on my horsey to move around. No, I can't. Let's get another one of my pets, actually. Yes, you can have multiple pets. So if you're a big fan of Pokemon type stuff, you might like that as well. Okay, let's do a plane runner. Oh wait, none of my pets are rideable. I guess that works so that you have to give any of your pets water. You can't just switch between your pets. Whatever. Okay, let's zoom in on the map, and we'll look at the different zones in the town here. So there are different shops. You can buy some potions. You can buy sword, weapon, or just weapons in general. You can buy armor, and there's a place to identify items. If you find, let's see if I have any of them. If you find something called leftovers, which sounds like food, which I thought it was at first, but if you find an item called leftovers, which I don't have, then you can take them to a shop to identify them for a small fee of gold, and generally you get some decent items that way. Now there's a craftsman district as well, and that's where you'll actually craft all of the items that you want to use. Let's see, it should be right over this direction. And right before I started recording this particular segment, as I was walking to town, I actually found a new recipe. So let's talk about that. Alright, so where is it at? And I can't even learn it yet. I need a power level of 69. Darn it. Okay. Oh, actually, there we go. There's something I can use right now. Formula, good linen boots. So let's right click, learn that one, and see if we can make it. So we're going to go to this loom here. Actually, can I make it at the loom? I don't know. We're about to find out. So let's go to the loom, and let's click on, you'll see all the weapons. These are the weapons I can make. Let's go over to armor. Good linen boots, plus 62, requires emerald nugget and yarn. Yippee, I have everything that it takes. And those are actually not as good as the ones I'm currently wearing. You notice it gives me like 20 HP, a little bit more armor and resistance, but only a tiny amount. Not as much crit, a little bit more tempo, which I think is attack speed. So overall, I'm not going to make those. I'm going to stick with the ones that I've currently got. Can't actually attack anything inside the town. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Crafting is very simple. You just kind of come up here to the town and different things here, like the saw. I can make wood cubes out of those. There is something a little bit unique to help you upgrade your items, like, oh, sorry, your weapons in general. Let me go find the... Where is the actual armorer section? It's somewhere in town here, I believe. Oh, yes. I don't know where it's at. So, anyways, there is somewhere in town that you can actually upgrade your weapon. And I'll mouse over mine here. Let's see if I can zoom in on it so you can see. So there you go. You see that little blue mark right on top of it? Well, as you're fighting harder enemies in this game, they'll drop some things such as an unholy spirit, or an ice spirit, fire spirit, and you can add those to your weapons to customize them with additional damage or properties like slowing or life leech and cool stuff like that. So that allows you to get just a little bit of extra customization on your weapons from fighting those harder enemies. And that's pretty much the crafting in this game, and that's how you get stronger items, etc. and stuff like that. So, what do other people think of this game? What is the general consensus? Is the game fun for other people? Do they enjoy it? Well, I hopped around and looked at various YouTube videos as well as a bunch of posts on Reddit, and one thing that is for certain is this game has a lot of hype around it, and a lot of people are actually really excited about playing the game. Now, as far as people who have actually played the game for a little bit, it's overall mostly positive, and most of the gripes are about the fact that perhaps the game may not have too much modding community because they don't say that they are going to have any mod support. But if you think about it, Minecraft did not have mod support and still I think does not, yet is one of the most heavily modded games that I know of. And I'm pretty sure it'll be the same thing for this one. People have already figured out an unpacker for it, so we should see similar modding community for this game. If it is as big as Minecraft or even close to that, then we should have lots of really cool mods. Now, the other thing is that obviously there's not a lot of quests in the game right now, so that is something that people are mentioning, but it is an alpha. Not even a beta, an alpha. Lots of features still remain to be added into the game, and he's already talked about the ones that he has planned, which are things such as procedural quests that should not get repetitive. There's going to be housing in the game, and just a lot of different things like that. Now, for me, some stuff I would actually like to see is a lot more choice and a variety on the various abilities that you can do as a player, other than just the 3 that you start off with, as well as the 1 additional one that you can change by having a different specialty in your class. Also, in general, having more classes would be a lot of fun too. But overall, I think the game is a lot of fun. It's very beautiful. It's super fun to explore the world. There are actually quite a lot of biomes already, and I haven't even found them all yet. And so I really enjoy running around the world, finding different caves, going into dungeons, and fighting all the different monsters, and even trying to tame various pets. Speaking of pets, by the way, I kind of don't like the system right now with the pets, because if you want to if you want to tame a pet, so for example, I want to tame one of these crabs here, I'm going to actually have to go to Google, look up pets cube world, type that in, and then find a list on a wiki somewhere that says, okay, if you want a pet crab, you're going to have to give him a chocolate candy bar or something like that. I don't know which one it is, to be honest, but that's kind of what you have to do. It would be nice if they made it simpler in the game where I just mouse over my pet food that I have in my inventory and it says, crabs like this or something like that. Or if there was some way in the game
to, like buy this information from somewhere or learn it somehow. Some sort of system that lets you actually discover this. But again, it's alpha. I don't know what he plans on adding to it, but I think just having a little bit more transparency in ways certain things like that work is going to make the game pretty exciting overall. But I definitely enjoy the game. I can see where I would get really bored with it eventually just because it's an alpha and there's not a lot to it. So I'm probably going to start playing it for now that I've already spent like 30 or 40 hours. I spent literally all night playing the game the other night. I didn't even go to sleep. So I know that I'm going to love this game as he adds more stuff to it. And it's going to be a lot of fun to play with my friends. I've watched other people on Twitch play the game with their friends, and it just seems like a hell of a good time. So should you get this game, is it worth picking up? I would say if you're like me and you get bored of alphas because of the lack of features, I would still pick it up and just treat it like a a limited access game. Give it a shot, play a little bit of the classes, but don't burn yourself out on it because I think there's a lot of enjoyment to be had with this game. It's not really expensive. You can buy it straight through pickroma.com. I'll put some links down below for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my look at the game, and if you want to see more videos like this, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button to help me out, guys. Let's get a bunch of likes on this video for everyone to get a chance to see what this game is all about. And I'll see you around next time. By the way, before I go, though, hit me up with some comments down below. Let me know what you think of the game so far, and perhaps some other stuff. Would you like to see some more videos of this game? If I get enough likes and views on this video, maybe I'll actually do some more videos of some cool tricks that I found in the game. So I'll see you around next time. This is Kobe Cheese. Peace out.